G'day viewers, welcome once more for WAINGAFAT Wednesday, which is an acronym which I have never ever explained before and don't always put in the description of the video. But it means, what am I not giving a fuck about today? And today, I'm not giving a fuck about the people getting up in arms about David Attenborough faking stuff in one of his nature documentaries, Frozen Planet. Now, if you've not heard of this, lucky you. But what's come to light is in one of his very high quality nature documentaries, David Attenborough is tracking the life of polar bears. And one scene that involves the birth of a polar bear was actually shot in a zoo, not in the wild. All this stuff shot in the wild, a little bit in the middle was shot in the zoo. And in the show, they never explicitly said, this bit is not the same as the polar bears in the wild, this is in the zoo. See, why don't I give a fuck about that? Mr. Angry, don't you care about truth? Isn't that the equivalent of lying to people that he didn't lay this out? Well, no. Firstly, because you know how people found out about it? Because it fucking said so on the website for the show. They said, oh, this bit was shot in a zoo in Germany. That's how people found out it was fake. If they wanted to hide it, they wouldn't have fucking told anyone. But some people go, oh, shouldn't you have said in the middle of the show that this bit here, just here, this is shot in a zoo. Everything else in the world, this is zoo. No, because they're telling a fucking narrative, and that would be annoying and boring. The idiocy that, like, people thinking, like, do you know, effectively, if you want to push it, all of his nature documentaries are fake. Like when they show a sequential sort of series of events that seem to happen one after the other, quite often it takes months, if not years, to get all those bits of footage and put them together in a sequence. And then he uses those different bits of footage to tell the story of what life's like for these animals. And he puts sound effects in there that aren't real, particularly with the undersea stuff. I can't believe people would think that all these noises actually happen, scuttling crabs and all. Have you ever been underwater? Have you snorkeled or scuba dived? Or have you noticed you can't fucking hear things like that? He does that to bring it to life, to interest the audience, because he wants the audience to be engaged and, God forbid, fucking learn something. And that would get broken up quite a bit and made much less interesting and be really fucking boring. You've said, oh yes, now should just point out this bit with the lions, that was shot 3 weeks after the other bit. They didn't happen straight after one another. Still the same story, but it's different lines on a different day. Okay, well, how far would you take that shit? Bedtime stories like, I should say, little Johnny, dragons aren't real, by the way. I want to tell you that because, though it's totally broken the thread of the story and lost your interest, I wouldn't like you to think that dragons were real, okay? Or let's get real. If you want to talk about things on TV with people interrupting it, about ridiculous so-called current affairs shows like Today Tonight and the current affair we have in Australia, or God, the whole Fox News network. How long would their broadcasts go if they had to admit the stuff they're putting in is not real? So, right, the next story about how bad migrants are. Okay, none of the footage that we put in here is what we say it is. Some of it is of completely different things to what we say it is. Some of it is selectively edited to make the people look bad. Some of it, we lied to people on camera about what it was going to be used for. We asked them a different question to what they appear to be answering. So, yeah, it's like those shows, they would be non-stop disclaimers beginning to end, which they have occasionally been forced to do in Australia. I know Fox News gets away without ever admitting they are telling outright lies. But now that I've brought it up, I could pretty much get behind that, because these shows lie so much that they'd never get their lies out if they had to actually preface, oh yeah, the next thing we're going to tell you, yeah, not real. We're just enforcing some stereotypes. Because if you're watching this, you're the sort of idiot fucking bogan who doesn't want the truth. You can't handle reality. You just want your ignorant fucking prejudices reinforced. So, watch this. Think about how you're better than someone else. Scoff down some more fucking takeaway food and vote for some fucking moron who lies to you at the next election. Because if that's the sort of thing you get worked up about, I just don't give a fuck about you.